Very good evening, our viewers of Elkem TV. Today, a very beautiful evening here. As usual, we shall be cruising with our sports edition. West Nile Ambassador Andama Moses, the great cruising you. So, our own and esteemed viewers of Elkem TV, I think we appreciate and thank whoever is listening to this or is watching and viewing whatever is transpiring right now. We transform sports here in Bunyoro. So we shall be pushing ahead there. I will be joined by that's Coach Ismail. That's for Kijura Ismail Soccer Academy. I think he will join me shortly after here. So we shall be pushing on as usual from the usual time. That's 4 to 5. Whoever is traveling from wherever you are and coming towards Masindi, I don't think there is any threat or any natural calamity ahead. So the weather is very calm indeed, and we are actually enjoying the of Masindi. So when you are coming, feel comfortable that you are entering home without any disturbance, and you will be in position to enjoy whatever service you like to to the people of Masindi and Bunyoro at large. So we cruise. We shall start with our own, that's the local sports edition here based in Masindi. We start with our own. Yesterday we had a friendly match between, that is the Dove Football Club, my team, and Nyakianika. It so happened those ends of Karjubu Division happened in Karjubu Division, where Dove FC managed to win the game by 5 goals to nil. They won it by 5 goals to nil. That was the Dove FC, just based there, down there at Kigezi in Miria sub-county. They fall under the docket of Ka Sojokato, that's the area MP. So they organize, and they will be organizing the same tournament that will be kicking on from respective places. So whoever is watching Elkem TV, just feel comfortable that you are at the right channel and you are following and you are with the right people. We do that as usual. We promote local talent, and we actually transform football in Bunyoro with none other than your own. That's West Nile Ambassador Andama Moses the Great. So Dove managed to win their game by 5 goals to nil. Some time back they played also the same friendly match. Those ends of Pakani, they managed to win it by 6 goals to 1. So they are accumulating and winning all their games. They are preparing, and I want to say thank you the management of, that is the Dove Football Club down there in Miria. You are doing tremendous job and transforming and improving the talents of young footballers based here in Masindi. We appreciate your services. Dennis, how are you doing? And also sports doctor, that's the PR for Lady Doves, and also Bagmes Degao, he is actually the manager for, that is the Dove, that's football club inside of the boys football or men football. So they are performing well, and we appreciate that whoever has organized such activities of football, you are not only doing the service or you are not doing service, but you are serving the nation, respective of the title, position, and where you are located. We shall push on slowly till that. So those were friendly matches, and we have with a number of friendly matches organized in the village level where we could not be in position to reach. So whoever has maybe organized such events, there you can even inform us as Elkem. We shall be in position to reach and also update the viewers outside there who is ever viewing our channel. You can also go and like us on Facebook and YouTube, you like and share whatever is transpiring on our channel and our own TV based here in the hearts of Masindi municipality. As we transform football together, when we unite, I think we shall have a greater Masindi and Bunyoro at large, where we shall identify talents from the grassroots, that's from academy up to where you see those stars who are signing in different leagues across the country, that's in Europe, and they are doing it very well. Football has actually taken over, and people are earning a lot, pounds, dollars, and whatever kind of the currency it might be. So we need to actually appreciate whoever is doing and is there in touch, doing what is related to soccer. So leaving that one ahead, besides, we also have Women's League. Women's League is starting tomorrow. That's Uganda Women League, our own, that's Lady Dove, they will be traveling. They are traveling today to Olila, that's in Soroti. They'll be having a game with Olila, that's Lady Dove. So they are performing, they are improving. Last time they managed to go up to Kenya for those matches. So tomorrow, Lady Doves, they are playing Olila. They'll be in Soroti. I hope right now they will travel. Right now, Kampala Queens, they are the ones leading the table for that Uganda Women Super League 2022-2023. When you try to see the table standing right now, Kampala Queens are on top of the table with 27 points after playing. They managed to play 9 games and they've won all 9. They've never, those guys, they are actually, those ladies are on form and they are doing tremendous game there. So that's Kampala Queens. They are on top of the table with 27 points. They've never lost any game. Last time they came here at the Dove, that's the stadium down there in Kigezi. They managed to win it by 1 goal. It was a hard one indeed, but we appreciate whoever went and watched that game. Our own ladies here based in Bunyoro, and the only female team here, if I'm not mistaken, but they are performing exceedingly very good, and we appreciate whoever is managing the Lady Doves Football Club from grassroots, and we appreciate also their director. Thank you very much for actually with that initiative that you also need women to be recognized in the football, because those days they were actually being isolated, but I think right now we appreciate whatever you have. And so they are the ones, Kampala Queens, they have 27 points. Uganda Matters, they are second, they have 19. And then we have UCU Lady Cardinals, they are in third position. Then third position, UCE Cardinals, then third position, they are actually also performing very well. And then in fourth position, we have that's Lady Doves. Tomorrow they are playing Olila. As I told you, they are playing Olila from Soroti. Olila is in fifth position, so Lady Doves is in fourth position with 13 points. Lady Doves, they played 9 matches, they have won 4. They have drawn 1 and lost 4. So they have, that's 13 points. So Olila, they are facing tomorrow away at Soroti. They are in 5th position, number 4, up against number 5. As the 12, they only have a difference of 1 point. So they have also played 9 matches. They have won 4, they have actually drawn 0, and they have lost 5. So they have 12 points, negative 4 goal difference. So in 6th position we have C Corporates. They have 11. So difference is only with 1 point. If you try to see from right from number 4 up to number 6, difference of 1 point. So in 6th position, C Corporates, they have 11 points. They have played 9 matches. They have won 2, they have drawn 5, and they have lost it. So they have 2 goal difference. Kawempe Muslims Women's Football Club, they are in 7th position. They have 10 points. They have played 9 matches. They have won 2 and drawn 4. Then Makerere University Women Football Club, they are in 8th position. They have played 9 matches, they have won 2, they have drawn 2, and lost 5. They have 8 points. And then those ones sleeping on top of red carpet, for them they're saying they're winning from behind. They don't want to go on top. They're here competing from the toil. They are actually Reigns SS Women's Football Club. They have 10 points. And then Osubo Gafford Ladies FC, they are the ones actually lagging from behind. They say you cannot take me from this position. We are enjoying it. If the league is to end, they will be relegated. So they have only 4 points. They have played 9 matches. They have only won 1. They have drawn 1 and lost 7. So that's how Uganda Women League football is right now. So we shall be cruising on. As I told you earlier on, there are a number of activities that we shall be going on from Ugandan football, done away from local, and then we go to international. But before that, we had a number of events in the national level. We are seeing players crossing from right place to another. I think that's what they choose with the management. When you try to see information coming from today, that's right away from URU. They need a quick turn. The corner pass, that's mushrooming controversy has been surrounding there. That's circle match day 3 of the Nile Special Rugby. So whoever is a rugby fan and you enjoy rugby, so resumed back. That's Premier League served some that's mouth-watering classes in Kampala, Entebbe, and Jinja. Then Rains Rhinos played out 3, all that's stalemates at Makerere. That's Buffaloes stamped their authority over that's Walukumba and Kyandondo. It has been a very tough one for them. So Pirates squeezed past the Hippos in Jinja Lipsi. Finally, it was very tremendous overcame managers and Entebbe, and Aaron Ofoiro's 40-meter drop goal against Cops kept them hissing style of hip alive. Whoever enjoy rugby, I think there are very few here in Masindi. Most of you go for football. I think it is only Dora Kapere who understand this one very well. I think he may bring it in the other language which you may not understand. So rugby fans, there are very few and even their ground here in Masindi. However, that's the conversations between peers rugby, false online and reports in the peers rugby press were far from that, rather the space with the littered with tussle of escaped between players and their fans and uproar over the season's match officials. We have to be very careful with some of those match officials. Whenever they go and officiate, we know few from Masindi here, even if you give them 2,000, they can do whatever it requires to earn a living, but that's not being professional. We have to follow our ethics in whatever we are, and we maintain and stick on it. So if you bring your things of poverty, mix it with what talent is, then you are dooming. I appreciate, and whoever does personally, thank you very much, and that's the way to do. So it is not the first time URU has experienced such an episode, and it will not be the last, but it cannot should be same along. So rugby, if we try to go to the match day for fixtures, 3 p.m. At 3 p.m. Impies versus Rams, that will be at Makerere Rugby Ground. And then 4 p.m. we will be having Walukuba Barbarians versus Plascon, and then Mongers. Walukuba, it will be in Jinja. 4 p.m. Stanbic Bank, that's Stanbic Black Pirates versus Toyota, and then Buffalo Kings, Park Boyogerere. 4 p.m. also Cobs versus Ginger Hippos, Legends Rugby Ground. 4 p.m. again Platinum Credit Hissens versus Rhino Kyandondo. It will be in Kyandondo Rugby. With fewer higher profile matches on the card for this weekend, it is important that URU to turn the corner and turn to being the darling and envoy of all sports fans like that. So some of these clubs have been actually dominating every year, and I think this time around big men shall come and intervene and take over whatever may transpire in rugby football. So we need such events here in Masindi. We are seeing here tennis ground, but we have never seen people playing on that. I don't know whether it is for grazing. We have been seeing animals just crossing around the tennis ground. So people who like it and golf here, it is very alarming. We should embrace, we should just keep it with the name that we have a tennis ground or rugby here in Masindi. So we have to put it on use and see the way forward. It should not be for formality. So here we are seeing players crossing Uganda Premier League, a complete list of January 2023 transfers. Somebody wanted to know the transfers, but we are seeing Martin Kiza credit. The January transfer window closed. That was on Tuesday midnight, with several clubs sealing deal for players. Black Powers, Bull and Vipers, as well as URA, will rank as that's the busiest in the window given the current available information. Here is a look at the moments in January, although some are pending papers, work to be complete with the FUFA. Hey, my friend, that is the Swale. Swale, you support Arua Hills, but for me, I'm for Nduparaka, as you know. We shall be cruising like that. You wanted to know the transfer. So I will go and tell you the few players who have gone and where they are. And you try to see in Vitali Tabu and attach that's the Gabriel Matata at Alabara, South Sudan. He has gone to Atlabara in South Sudan. So we pray for South Sudan. As we talk of South Sudan, they are not very peaceful yesterday, but once we saw actually tribal conflicts are really on terrible in South Sudan. They were slaughtering people like nothing. We pray for South Sudan Hundreds of thousands were slaughtered yesterday in South Sudan ahead of Pope's visit. We don't know what that one is indicating, but Pope is visiting South Sudan. So this brother of ours is going there for football. I hope he is safe, and let's pray for South Sudan as somebody who has humanity. If you have humanity, we pray for South Sudan. Things are not easy. Intertribal, when you hear and you heard of genocide that happened in Rwanda in 1994, so the same is happening in Sudan, South Sudan. It is not good. So our own brothers, Dinkas, they are fighting. Kuku and the Dinkas are fighting amongst themselves. So we are seeing here Altabara to South Sudan, Joel Mele Kennedy, that's Lukwamuzi, Tororo United, Isaac Tumusime, Kitara, and then Jackson Wabuleta, Soroti City, Ivan Nabufa, Karo Karunji, David Omeri, and Moses Odong. And then those one out, we have Branson in Subuga. That's for Vipers, Brusimira, Baden, Ogama, Muhadi, Onakali, Francis, Othieno, Stephen, Musana, Ronald, Yatamami, Muhammad, Sekaba, and forward, that's Mau Faizo. And then for Bull, in we have Joshua Okiorot, we have Profile, Dani Paulo Sekulima, Mbale Heroes, Emmanuel Kaliwa, Kietume, FC, and Samuel Sekamate Hill. When you come to out, you have Karim Ndugwa, Vipers, and then Maru FC, Abel Eturede, unattached, Brian Kayanza, KCCA, Aratat, Kakonge, Etoile Dilest, that's Rwanda. Vipers in Robert Sege, Mwebe, Ahmed Desire, Titi, EOCD Buzidi, Karim Ndoa, Bull, Martin Kiza, and attached. Out, we have Pauli Mturezi, Kitara FC. URA AFC in, we have Joshua Laboma, Wakiso Giants, Joseph Semuju, Mbeya City, Bruno Muyanga, and Nicholas Kabonge, and attached. Out, George Sekamba, Kitara, Joaquim Ojera, Rhine Sport, Deriki Nsimbabi, Gaddafi. When you try to go to in, Hassan Waswa, Dazo, and attached, Joeli Abaliwano, Onduparaka, Yusuf Bogere, and Joeli Mudondo. Out, Godfrey Luesiba, Kitara, Joeli Abaliwano, Onduparaka, Abaliwano, Arua Hills. You have Brian Omirambe, Edgar's FC, Hassan Jurua, KCCA, Jimmy Kanankulia, Lugazi Municipal, Gibson Andiho, unattached, and Swadik Moro. Out, Brian Ade Salim, Abdallah Lon, Samuel Senkamate, Bull, and Farouk Musisi, Wakiso Giants. When we go to Wakiso Giants, Paulo William, unattached, Jerome Wamusi promoted, and Ramadan Ogenge in Zambia. Then out, Joshua Lubwama, URA, and Ibrahim Kasure, that's the Ankara Kerichunguk. That is actually in Romania. When you go to KCFC in, we have Mustafa Kiza, unattached, Hassan Mubiru, Express FC, still pending. Out, Brian Kayanza, Maroons, on loan, then Hassan Jurua, Arua Hills. On the Paraka FC, we have Bida Ezra Kietume, William Gama Malaika, Mahmed Aziz Malis, Udi Kakuza, Farouk, Samari Steven, Nyangaya, and Mason Masias Okelo. And then out, Munir Said, Oscar Aluma Musa, Lele, UPDF on loan. We have Joel Abaliwano, Gaddafi, Masias Muanga, Kenneth, Asime Ibrahim, Okelot, Calvary, Loan, and Boniface Musema, Arua City. Busoga United in, we have no official information. Then out, Sanon Mulabi, Sotilo Bright Stars. Then UPDF in, we have Moses Kigundu, unattached, Munsir Said, Oscar Aluma, Musa Lele Onduparaka, and Emmanuel Were Bright Stars. When you go to Sports Club Villa, David Congolet Award, and then unattached, and Arnold Odongo released. So when you go to that's the Solitilo Stars, Gideon Andrew, UFL, Sanon Mulabi, Busoga. And then when you go to Express, we have Himi Musemaku, Katongole, Kitara, Benjamin, Gamba, and Kada. That's the Kitazibua. So those were actually transfers that we have seen happening in Uganda Premier League as we transform Ugandan football. So when you hear you have not had your club signing. So you pray that next time they may do it. So this January transfer window has closed actually officially, and right now no player is allowed to cross from one place to another. So those were some few transfers here in Ugandan football. As I told you earlier on, we transfer football and talents of young here in Bunyoro. We are partnering with actually Bija Hotel, so they offer a number of services. Whoever is outside and viewing Elkem TV, that media is Bija is our big partnership. We partner with, they offer a number of services, accommodations. They are there, they give you a number of bar and restaurants if you want, sauna and venues, workshop, whatever conferences. You can come and enjoy good services here at Bija Hotel, based here in the hearts of Masindi municipality, as we cruise on slowly by slowly and see how we can take this country and serve the people of Bunyoro. Head of oil, last time our president managed to actually launch the first, that's oil Kingfisher project, where we shall be in position to see our own people enjoy the services here in Bunyoro. When you see any truck passing across, don't say they are stealing the fuel. President launched it in Kakumiro. We are there right away during the launch. So whoever passes with the truck or with fuel is not actually stealing, but president has been in position to give the way. Some people will say, oh, those people are stealing our oils from here. So when you try to see the group, that's the Mino Somalia drawn with Giants Algeria, Senegal AFCON, that's under 17 has kicked off. That's under 17 has kicked off. When you try to see groups, we have Algeria, Senegal, Congo, Somalia, Nigeria, Morocco, South Africa, Zambia, Cameroon, Mali, Burkina Faso, South Sudan. So that is groups that have grouped them. So when you try to see Dubath and South Sudan are keen to make a statement of intent and upcoming under 17 AFCON 2023 tournament in Algeria. That's as a Kappa Zone champions are pooled in Group A alongside hosts Algeria, Senegal, and Congo. Under head coach, that's Nur Amin, the Horn of Africa country will bank on that talisman Max Medi, Kaufik skipper Adi Ramadan, among others. So when you try to see other groups, in Group B, West African Nigeria, North African Morocco are joined by two South African countries, South Africa and Zambia. So that's for Group B, under 17 African champion. Nigeria has two trophies to their name in 2001 and 2007. Group C has Cameroon, Mali, the winners in 2015, and 2017 Burkina Faso, winners in 2011, and the newcomers South Sudan, who has a number of issues to solve. Actually, they have been having several peace agreements, but all those ones are just for formality. War is going on, people are dying day and night. The tournament will be hosted in 3 different cities that is the Algiers, Annaba, and Constantine. The Nelson Mandela Stadium, 40,784 seater, is found in the capital city, that's Algiers. We have Annaba city, has the 58,100 seaters. 19th May 1956 stadium wheels. The smallest facility is in Constantine, the 22,986 seaters. Mohammed, that's Hamouid Stadium, is the smallest. And then Cameroon won the last edition in 2019, having also championed the 2003 edition. That's for under 17 football right now, crossing across the country, what is currently going on right now. So whoever is viewing Elkem TV, we appreciate and say thank you very much for considering Elkem TV as #1 online TV here, based in the hearts of Masindi municipality. You can actually like us on our Facebook page and YouTube channel. As you say, we see how we can continue with promoting and transforming Ugandan football, and then see how we prosper and general people and the people of ethics come from this region of none other than Bunyoro. So whoever is viewing, yes, so that's how things are going on right now in Ugandan football. As I told you, we shall be going on till that hour of 5 as usual, from 4 to 5, with none other than West Nile's ambassador Andama Moses the Great is my name. So we told you FIFA Big League has come to an end as we talk right now. People are preparing, and some people are still maintaining their position. They are still resting. FIFA Big League, they are resting, but players are resuming very soon for what shall be going on. Our own Kitara, they are performing very well indeed, and we appreciate Kitara for the job well done, where they are putting a number of matches. They have been signing players. And as I talk right now, the football has come to, they have still gone for, they are resting a bit, but they will resume back shortly. Just the Kitara Regional League, Albert Group, match day, that's 10 full time. As I told you, we shall come with what is transpiring, but as for now, guys are still resting. So when you hear, when you try to see the table standing right now, it has not yet changed as such. Kitara is still leading with the 31 points. That's our own here in Bunyoro. And then Maroons, Mbarara City in second position with the Sate. Neck in third position with the Sate also. Then Police FC in fourth position with the Sate. We have Calvary in fifth position with the 24. Kataka FC in sixth position with the 20. We have Ginger North United in seventh position with the 20. Boma FC in eighth position with the 19. We have Luero United in ninth position with 19. We have Kietume FC in 10th position with the 17. We have Lugazi in 11th position with the 17 also. We have Ndeja University in 12th position with the 16. We have Karo Karungi in 13th position. Those ones are on red carpet. Karo Karungi has 16 points. They are actually in 13th position. And then we have Soroti City in 14th position with the 14. Ajumani Town Council in 15th position with the 13. And then the last is we have Northern Gateways in 16th position with only 16 points. So when you try to see this, our boy Kitara, let's say that our own team performs and maintains, and next time we see them in Uganda Premier League, as we shall be enjoying King George Stadium. Only some of you know it by names of Masindi Stadium, but it was blessed by the names of King George Stadium. That is our own Masindi. When we try to go to Kitara Regional League Albert Group, match day 10, we shall see Blessed United FC. They are going to play Dove FC. They have not yet played, but as I told you, they are resting. When you try to see Kitara Sports Magazine and the table standing for that regional league, right now we have Bujumbura United. They are leading the table with 19 points. Boyale United FC, they actually have also Boyale United FC has 18. Then we have Bihamba Saint United FC has 17. Bugoigo Leopards FC have 16 points. Kagad United FC has 15. Then Blue Star Buhuka has 11. Kriandongo United, they have Kandongo United, they have 11. And then we have Buseu United in 9th position, they have 11 also. Kirasa United in 10th position with 6. And then those ones on the bottom of the table, we have Blue Star Mugarama, they have 1. And then Jeja White Eagles, they are actually number 12. And then the last is Hoima Victorious FC, they are in a 13th position. So that is the regional league. As I told you earlier on, that's regional league. Right now, the table standing is like that. As I told you earlier on, I will be joined by, that is the Coach Ismaili. Is actually a coach from that Ismail Soccer Academy, based here in the hearts of Masindi municipality, but it is in Kijura. As I've been telling my viewers earlier on, he has joined me, none other than Coach Ismaili. He will actually introduce for you himself, the viewers outside who are viewing Elkem TV, and he has come here. Right now I'm joined by Coach Ismaili. Coach Ismaili, welcome to Elkem TV and Sports. How are you?
Thank you, sir. I'm okay.
Yes. Yeah. Can you tell our viewers your names and what position you play in Ismail Soccer Academy?
Yes, by names I'm called Mawazo Ismail. I'm the coach of this academy called the Coach Ismail Soccer Academy. Yes. The academy is called the Ismail Soccer Academy, based in Kijura Katama. We train at the Kabalaga Senior Secondary School. Yes. So that's where our playground is.
Okay. Yeah. Right now we are seeing everywhere and from grassroots people based on actually improving talents of young ones, and you saw it was that should come with that initiative of transforming football from grassroots, where you started your academy called Ismail Soccer Academy. What transpired you to come with that initiative of starting your academy called Ismail Soccer Academy, and when did you start it?
Yeah, I started the academy. It was in 2016. That was 7th July 2016. Before starting that academy, my first time when I came to Kijura, I came to that playground, the hilltop there in Kijura, behind the railway.
Yes.
Then I came there to watch during evening time, and then I found out that all the ones were chasing the young ones. They were stopping them from playing. So then I was like, why are they chasing away these young ones, and yet they also... So I was like, let me also at least start my own academy for these young ones, so that I promote their talent, because I came to realize that very many kids in Kijura were not going to school, and their parents were poor. They were not having money for going to school. So I was like, let me start that academy in order to help the kids. I train them so that I get for them bursaries in different schools.
Yes.
So that was the reason why I started that academy. Because before me starting the academy, I was a player of Brilliant Soccer Academy.
Based where?
Based in Kiande there at Mairo 2.
Okay.
Yeah. So when I left the team, then I said, let me also start my own academy, because I saw many people in Masindi here were not bothering of these young ones. They were only just eyeing out on the old ones, of which even the young ones wanted. They were also in need of playing. So.
Okay, so you started to you came up with that initiative.
Yes.
Of bringing those young ones. Yes. Since the young ones were ignored, and they were going with those elder ones.
Yeah.
So right now, can you tell our viewers what you have right in your camp as the coach for that academy? What are you planning ahead of that, and how do you see you compare for us the person who undergoes through academy and someone who just comes and joins senior? What's the difference between someone who goes down in grassroots, starts from academy, then goes on top? What's the difference between those two people?
The difference is that in fact it has a very big difference, whereby someone who starts from a kid who starts learning easy football from an academy will have to learn very many things. The first thing is discipline. Second is skills. So as I'm talking right now, I have very many kids who are skillful, who have been admired by so many coaches around Uganda here. Wherever I take them for games like that, you find when coaches are approaching me, would you give me this kid? Because the kids really, the football they play, everyone has loved them, so they are skillful. Because they are mostly, I train them skills and the discipline, so I like them, and the football they are playing, everyone appreciates. So these ones who just come, there are some guys who are also old. They do come just, it's very hard to train someone who is old.
Yes.
So it's at times I don't accept all the people in my team. Instead, I want these ones who don't know, and then I train you to become a good player. So me, I don't look for ready-made players. I instead look for those ones who don't. I bring them up.
Yes.
I train them to play real football.
Okay. Yeah. So we have been seeing you organizing, playing several friendly matches, playing tournaments. Last time we saw you went to Kampala and actually had several friendlies with the actually right from you categorize them from under
Yes.
under 8
Under
up
seven.
to under 7 up to 17.
Yeah.
So you performed tremendously very well, and playing against the Edgar's team academy based in Kampala, it is not easy.
Yeah.
And up now you even won all your matches.
Yes.
All the categories won their matches.
Yeah.
So really, what ideas did you really use to ensure that your guys win all? Because to my own understanding and the way I see, it's not easy actually for a team from here to go to Kampala and manage to win all. Someone from Kijura here, based here, and you go to Kampala, you win all. Edgar, they have all what is required.
Yes.
So what is special and what is that hidden thing besides?
In fact, before us going there, I remember one time Edgar's academy came for a tour in Masindi, whereby by then my boys who didn't have that chance of playing against them. So I was like, they have been telling me, coaches might want to play Edgar's, want to challenge the academies of Kampala. Then I was like, it's okay, let me organize for you. So that match we were supposed to play it the other year. It was 2021, but we did not go due to some problems. But this time I said, we are going to make it. So when I took them there, in fact, they enjoyed it because it was their dream, and they were very happy to beat a very big academy which is known in the country.
Yes. Like
Edgar's. So when we reached there, they enjoyed it. Even I was surprised of seeing my under 7s also winning their game. So the boys were so excited, and they came back when they were very happy. So I saw a very big difference in between Edgar's and our academy.
Yes.
Reason being, those people, they are good, they have everything.
True.
But in football, I think their coaches are after money. True. That's what I saw. That because even some of the kids of that academy were admiring our academy. They were asking some of my players that, where is this academy? Guys, people are playing good football. So I always make sure at least these boys, they enjoy. We have been traveling in a number of places, playing games, and most of our games, whenever we traveled, there's where we went for a tournament in Hoima. Yes. And my under 12s emerged to come with the trophy, and then under 17s lost in the penalty shootouts finals. Yes. Yeah. So even recently, I remember we went to Buyare, and the under 12s still came with a trophy. Then under 15 lost in the penalty shootouts finals, and also under 17 were beaten in penalty shootouts in the finals. Yeah.
So right now, what is at the camp?
Right now, at the camp, we stopped the training. Yes. Just because the boys have to prepare and go back to school. So we shall again resume the training back in first term holidays. Yes. Yeah. That's back in first term holidays. Yeah. That's when you will resume the training. That's when we are going to resume the training. Yes. Yeah. So maybe besides that, we have been seeing some schools here within Masindi in secondary. Primary, Coca-Cola is going to start, and sometimes also those schools do sport coaches to come and train their own. Yeah. That is the school. So, are you one of those who might be spotted? Yes. And if so, what new talents or what are your plans to ensure that school goes and takes Coca-Cola for the year? In fact, now, according to my plans. I came to realize that at least since I'm having some good number of players, yes. Now I decided to put them in one school, which is Masindi Secondary. Has got most of the school team of MSS is full of my players. Secondary school. Yes. Yes. So this time I think I'm likely to train Masindi MSS because I even went there. I requested for the job and they have given it to me. Okay. So I'm likely to go and train. Reason being the school has got more players from my academy. So yes. They said it's me who knows the players better, and then I have to handle them. So let us say Army Senior Secondary School has a number of your players from your academy. So all of them are there at Army Secondary School. Yes, yes, so are they given bursaries, or they are just there playing and they pay their own tuition? No, they are not on bursaries. Yes. They are going to pay. They are going to pay a certain fee, or they are paying the whole amount? They are going to pay I haven't. The HM told me to first go and we'll sit down and talk about it. So I think that's when on Monday. That's when I will go there and we'll first sit down and we'll discuss about it.
Yes.
Because some of the players at home there, I have 11 kids.
Yes.
Who come from far. Most of them, like 7 are from Kirandongo district, and then some 3 are within Masindi here. Those are the kids whom I picked who could not go to school. And I brought them, so I've been training them, and right now they are playing good football. So they have been going to school because of the football they are playing now.
Yes.
So I remember even one of the youngest best players of last year's Coca-Cola was from my academy. The guy is called Pius Junior.
Yes.
He was playing that midfield of Masesco. He had just number 12. He was the best. So he has put the name of our academy to a same level.
True.
So I was grateful with his performance.
Okay.
So this time I remember I picked him from Masesco. I took him to Kampala. But I saw in Kampala, some schools, they don't, bad of academics, they go deep into sports. Whereby, yeah,
yes.
The kid was not.
That's why I asked. They in the army because you took most of them there.
Yeah.
I thought maybe because of talent like other schools are doing, they can give them a bursary. So I'm wondering how they can benefit after their skills and talent when they just start there and pay the whole tuition fee.
Benefiting, I think I have chosen that school reason being. They can teach well and they also discipline players.
Yes.
I've tried some of my players in different schools here, but the way they behave is not all that good. So you have to balance football with the academics. Yeah. So that's why in the army I know they will only play for one season. That is first term. Second term they will concentrate on studies only. So that's why I prefer them to go there than taking some of them again back to Kampala. In Kampala they were on full bursaries, both primary and secondary, but I saw in Kampala they had no time for books. Most of the time they could spend when they are in the field. Yeah.
So you thought it wise that if they will be there, they will so much focus in football than in academics.
Yes, yeah.
So that is how do you see, because I can remember the other last year you were a coach in Masindi Academy, right?
Yes.
If I'm not mistaken. So Army has seen a talent in you. They have said, okay, this time around we also want you to come and transform that talent you have, the skill, to our own school and see that they lift the Coca-Cola trophy for this year. But for several times we have been seeing Coca-Cola tournament and the discipline of students has not been as well as we expect. So how do you see what could be the difference between Masindi Academy and the Army
in terms of
discipline, and how you see that there might be difference? That's why you chose the Army.
Yeah, Army is a bit far better than the Masindi Academy. The difference is that Academy is a private school and the Army is a government school, whereby that is an Army school.
Yes.
So I don't expect indiscipline from that side. But I faced a lot of challenges when I was in academy. Even I did not. I did coach them. I think I just went and I trained them for like a week because they gave me a team to train. I trained them fine, but on reaching the day of playing, I saw new players which were brought from Guru, and of which those guys who could not listen to me. So they, as you know, there are some players who think that they are big, who don't want to be controlled. So I faced a big disappointment from there.
Yes.
So I don't see myself going back there.
Okay.
For the case of Army, I've been a coach for Army before because I trained Army for 3 years. That was 2017, 18, 19. That's when I left. And for the 3 years I've been there, I won 2 trophies of girls football. I was training both boys and girls, and I managed to take them for regionals for those 3 years. Yes. Okay. So I felt like at least this time I must go back to Army and I take the trophies, because now my boys, the full squad of Army now is full of my academy boys. So there I've seen something better. You
know them right from grassroots, and how to handle them.
Yeah, I know how to handle them.
So let's say this year we should expect the trophy going to Masindi Army Secondary School. So that will be tremendous. Amidst all this, we know you started right away and you had that feeling that you should start a soccer academy. So besides positivities, there are always negativities. We know challenges are always there. What is the most hard thing you have endured when you started your career in coaching, and what should be addressed?
The first hard thing I faced there, I remember, you know, people, I came to realize that in people, basically, let me say in Masindi here, there are few people who love sports, who can support sports. I faced a lot of challenges there. At first, when I started that academy, we started it with the one ball in the field. Then from there, I got like 3 sets of bibs. We had no jerseys. But with the time, when we got those 3 sets of bibs, the number of balls started rising from 1 up to like 5 or like that. And then after like 2 years, someone came and picked the bibs from the young ones in the field. They took the whole bibs with the balls. So, and the boys didn't know the person who did that.
Yes.
It returned, it returned us backwards. So I had nothing to do. I said, fine, no problem. We shall still continue with it. That academy I faced a lot of problems. Because me, if it was not because of me, by night it wouldn't be there. But I asked myself if I am to quit the academy or I stop training those kids. So whereby those ones who stay with me, why they go to school, it's because of that academy or the football they are playing. So obviously they will still go back to their villages where they come from, and they will even drop out of schools. So I faced a lot of challenges. But as I'm talking now,
yes,
it is parents whom I do cooperate with. When I say, for example, we're traveling somewhere, I tell them at least you raise for me this amount, and then I will top up on this. But in actual sense, we are looking for people who can at least bring some help to help those children, because these are, let me say, they are the Uganda currency players of tomorrow.
Yes, the next generation.
The next generation. So I faced a lot of challenges, but right now we are not bad off, because the little man I get, I can buy balls. As I'm talking now, we have like 15 balls whenever we're training. I put in the field there like 15 balls, and then we have got jerseys now. I bought for them a jersey. We don't have sponsors, so I just love those things by myself.
Yes. Okay. So how do you normally identify those players of yours? Do you have scouts, or they just come like volunteers from elsewhere?
No, parents are the ones who bring their children to me. I only spotted the 3 players. They were village teams. There's a team which came from Kirandongo to play with us.
Yes.
You know, there are teams which organize friendlies with us in order for us to spot some players from their academies to join us.
I understand.
So I spotted like 3 kids from Kirandongo, and then right now as I'm talking, they are at my home, and I'm going to take them to school.
Okay.
But I don't have scouts. Instead, parents are the ones who do bring players up to. They bring them to me, and then to train them.
Okay.
Yeah.
Some time back, I saw you also training some young girls. Do those parents just pick interest that since you also teaching those young boys, they should also bring their ladies to come and you should train them? So should we say that you also train ladies at the same time those boys, or those ones were just brought by their parents since they are your friends? Brief us more about that. They
are not my friends, but you know, I also train girls. I have girls even who have grown, who are like over 16 to 17 years there.
Yes.
Right now they are even playing good football here. So I've been with the girls for many years. I remember in the army, I trained even the girls team of Masindi MSS for 3 years. So I know how to handle girls very well. So that's why some parents, when they saw me from army training girls, so that's why they decided also to bring their young ones. I remember I have their girls of 4 years, 5, even they are those ones of 10, 11, like that, that age there. Yeah.
So how do you compare the talent of young this year and with the previous years? How do you see the talent for young children from the past to the current situation where we are? And how do you see the future?
I see very great improvement in the children. And right now, like this year, which has just ended recently, 2022, the kids who started with me like in 2021 have improved. right now there is no any kid in my academy who doesn't know how to juggle. They know what is called juggling. They can even move the whole full pitch while juggling that ball without letting it fall down. So the kids have improved, and I see great future in them. I'm even trying to lob for them at least some deals. I want to make sure like 3 players from my academy, they go outside
the country.
Yes, that's what I'm praying.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's very fine. So as we conclude, what message do you have to the football fraternity and the soccer lovers and people who are right now viewing Elkem TV? Which message do you have in order to transform football, and what should be done to improve the talents of the young generation? As we see, football has taken over right now from root, and it cuts across, it doesn't know age limit. Any plan, what should be done to ensure that we promote local talent as include?
Now, this one, the request just goes to the people of Masindi, stroke maybe Uganda. You know, mostly here, I've seen in here, people don't bother about these young ones. And yet these are the next generations of tomorrow. So we have got very young, talented boys who would want to play football, but because they are not being supported, so they fail at times to go and join. And there are people also. This request now goes to parents, and also we have some big people around, because now even last week. But when I talked to Pastor Chibuka, I was like, I have some orphans there. There are kids who don't have parents, but I wanted at least some help from big some people from Masindi here who are having at least money to support those kids, because they have the talent, but now there are no people who can
support.
Yes,
okay.
You know, football needs when someone is there supporting you, whereby there are things which are needed, like required, like a training kit, playing boots, those things, that buying stockings for a kid. So those things, at least when someone is behind a kid, you will find one that kid will put much effort in training, and the kid will at least improve very fast. But you find in some academies,
yes,
the kids go in the field when they don't have playing boots. The kid might be having these fake playing boots, but when he's not having stockings or socks. So those are the challenges. So my question to the people of Masindi, at least they should come up. There are these big people around. They should also know that there are academies around the town here. So they should come up and at least give us support, so that we also, because my academy has no sponsors, and these are kids, I'm not training them, they are going to play for me. No. Okay. I'm training them for the.
So generally you want support from the concerned authorities or people who are outside there to come and help those young ones, because they have their skills, but they are lacking support. Finally, I know outside Ugandan football and their own soccer academy, you support at least a team outside. In Premier League, most of us, we support Premier League clubs. Arsenal is leading the table right now. And there is the other, we call it symposium or hipposium. That thing that predicted the World Cup has said that Manchester United is going to take the cup with the difference of 2 points between them and Arsenal. Man City will come the third. Chelsea will not qualify for Champions League position. So the same thing that predicted the World Cup Argentina is going to take, and it predicted in 2002 Brazil to take, has predicted that right now Arsenal, where we are heading, is going to start losing matches, where United is going to start winning consecutively, and United is going to take the Premier with the difference of 2 points. So just take that heart if you are an Arsenal fan, like an analyzer. Do you believe in that thing? And how do you see Arsenal ahead?
I don't believe in what people are saying. Me, on my side, I'm a strong Arsenal fan, and Arsenal is taking the trophy. Arsenal is taking? Yes.
Okay. Yeah. So, viewers of Elkem TV, I think we have come to the end of our, so as usual, from 4 to 5. We are with actually our coach, that's Ismail Soccer Academy, as I told you. He joined us. We have been analyzing the football, how to improve the talents of young people here in Masindi and see how they will come out and become a great players across the continent. We have seen seniors playing from grassroots, and right now as we talk, they have actually graduated and they are stars. They are earning dollars and dollars and dollars. So they are doing a lot. When we grow and groom our own players from grassroots to the level where we want, I think we shall be having a very great people who will be in the future. So we have a number of people who have been following us from our different channels. People have been following us from our different channels. We have seen here want to know more on transfers or new signing for the great Chelsea football club. Chelsea actually has been signing players indeed. Right now they have released Jorginho. Jorginho has gone to Arsenal. Very instrumental midfielder, and last time we saw Chelsea actually has bought more players than the game matches they have won. 600 down on the ground, but we don't know what is the formula between Chelsea Football Club. They have signed a number of players and they are releasing, but they are not improving. They have right now brought now another coach. That's also new signing for Chelsea. And then someone is also following on Montez Kedari, and is following. Thank you. And then Trevor Trailer, keep up the good work. Thank you. This one is appreciating. And then also we have Mbabazi Sarod on Big Up Elkem Television. Thank you, Mbabazi. Chelsea Bamturaki. How are the transfers? Arsenal, oh yeah, okay, those are Arsenal fans. Arsenal has actually brought a number of players, as I told you. The current one being Sailor. I just say keep going. Thank you, Sailor. Musinguzi Peter, I'm on Big Up Bro. Andama Moses, thank you, Musunguzi, following Elkem TV. I think you like our Facebook also YouTube channel. Neda Atugonja Hadija, thank you very much. He has brought that time that he's actually very grateful and enjoying. Then Baba Sarod, where is the team located and how can we help as the community? So this one goes to Kocha. Somebody wants to know where your team is located and how can they help the team as a community. This one is a very good person here called Mbabazi Sarod.
The team, we are at Kabalega Senior Secondary School. That's where our playground is. Yeah. So you are located at Kabalega. That's your playing ground. Is Kabalega Senior Secondary School. That's where Ismail Soccer Academy is located. So how can anybody who wants to give support? How can they reach to you? I think I have to give out my number. The numbers are like this.
You can read it to the viewers who are following.
0788 35 47 37.
Okay.
Airtel 0757 610 236. So those are my telephone numbers.
It will bring which names in case of cash or somebody wants to reach to you?
Bring Mawazo Ismail.
Mawazo Ismail.
Yes.
Is that name Mawazo Uganda name or?
It is a Swahili name.
Okay.
Yeah. Not a Ugandan name, but yeah.
Okay.
It is in Swahili. Yeah.
Okay. Thank you very much, whoever has been following us and viewing us. So those were some of the comments for our viewers who have been following us right from 4 up to now. It is 5 p.m. We appreciate and say thank you very much, whoever has been following us right from 4 p.m. up to 5. We have come to the end of our sports edition here on Elkem TV. West Nile Ambassador Andama Moses the Great is my name. Alongside that's Coach Ismaili from Ismail Soccer Academy based in Masindi Municipality. That's right from Akijura. We appreciate and say thank you very much, whoever has been following us. We thank you as we see we unite and promote the talents of young ones, not only in Masindi, not only Bunyoro, but across the country. When you start from grassroots, then you consider and push ahead, then there is a difference. That's the difference between a person. So academy, someone who starts from academy is much better than somebody who just starts as he's an elder when the master